Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to use my mod unit modding UMT unit modding as short for unit modding tutorial, and as well as how to do a simple unit modding in a short way. First, of course, all you need is totally accurate battle simulator. Of course, DnSpy, you're going to need this for coding the mod itself. It's still empty here, but it's going to be filled later. As a Twitter GUI, you can see it here. It's for asset whipping and Unity later to see what's inside tabs and how to edit things for more advanced modding. And what you need next is also Visual Studio. Now this is needed for the manifest on your mod and for your description of your mod. Same as my UMT description, you could edit it in Visual Studio, and as for the manifest. And also, I'll recommend you guys to use three mods. It's Next, UMT, and SRM Core. I don't know how to pronounce it. Well, if everything is prepared, then let's go to the modding tutorial. Okay, let's start with the method of tabs and what you need to consider. Usually people use Overwolf to install mod, but I recommend you highly to do a manual installation of mod using Next. You can see in the YouTube for tutorial for using Next or manual mod installation from Sergio. You can see it simply, but you're going to need Next. Why? Because, for example, we're going to use UMT and we're going to download that into Next plugins and we're going to install it here. And also we're going to install SRM Core to make it so that it have this library of assets. This is really necessary for my mod because it references the asset of the game. Oh, and also I forgot to mention you guys that Unity Explorer, you really need this for if you want to go more advanced modding. To be honest, it's not as hard as people think Unity Explorer is. It's just a GUI to make you can see hidden components and other assets in the game. So let's install all of those. Okay. Basically all of them installed. You can see them in the download. Cut them. Find the plugins folder and drop them in. And then when you done with moving them here, you can extract. Just yes to all. Delete. You can delete readme and icon and manifest. Yeah. If I remember, there is specific for mods. Yeah, basically that's all. Now you're going to need all of this to start modding simply. And if we test this, for example, what I got but doesn't matter. It's going to load. This is basically just the debug, don't worry about it. And this is useful if you want to see any error, for example, like that, but this doesn't really matter, so it's okay. Now let's see if it works properly. Then yep, here it is, my mod, and yep, it works properly. So I recommend to you guys to do manual installation instead of Overwolf. But don't worry, you can still use Overwolf if you want to finish with your mod. It's all okay. It's just easier to just mod in particular in usual with manual installation instead. Okay, now let's start with the most confused part of modding is which DnSpy. To download it, you need to go to GitHub and release. It's dependent on what you need. I'm Windows 64. You basically install this and then install this in your computer and then run it, and then you're gonna get this in the start. Well, first of all, what you need to do is to reference all assembly in tabs. How to do this? Go to total record simulator underscore data and go to manage. All of this, Control A, Control plus A, all of it select and then open. Now let them be and then open the UMT because that are what are we going to use unit mode template, and then you can rename this to literally anything. Now I'm going to explain a short explanation for how this mod works. In it, basically initiate this mod in this asset into tabs and set all game object to set weapon. All of this is basically just changing what in initialization. For example, my weapon named custom weapon is changed in set weapon by detecting if it is custom weapon. Now the loader and main, you need to change this if you are going to publish a mod, except mainly for the BPNX plugin code and for the mod author and mod name. Let's change a simple by init and then and if you want, this is a simple, if you want to edit the whole class, and by class I meaning the whole U manager. So let me just put it like edit class. Basically is instead of choosing just the init class, it choose the whole class, the U manager, which is init, set blueprint, and set effects, set explosion, and etc. So basically like that. But we are going to, if you want to just change the init, just edit method. And for example, I'm just going to change the faction name to Geezt faction. Compile. See, no error. The reason why there's no error, unlike usually, is because you reference all of this. Yes, all of this is referenced, so no error because referencing assembly that needed in the file, like for example like game object or unit blueprint and stuff like that. And for loader and main, this is what is really prioritized to be changed is if you see this error like BPNX and BPNX plugin, don't worry, just go to here at assembly reference or Control O, go find the BPNX core, BPNX, and then it's all good, just like that. But basically you want to change this your mod name to whatever your mod name is. For example, I'm going to test mod, and this here test mod. This need to be the same or not. Basically this is the name of the mod and this is the name of the mod, and this is version and this is the BPNX version. After changing that, compile to save. If there's still things like this, just go to reference, but instead of the BPNX, since it doesn't ask for the BPNX DLL, go to manage, all, select all, open and compile. It works. And same with the loader. I didn't copy that properly. Main, edit class, compile, still have errors. compile, and then basically when you publishing a mod, your name of the mod is going to be this test mod, same in your markdown and manifest file. So with loader and main class done, let's go to the init. All of it is saved. Geezt faction, basically that's the only thing we're going to change from faction name to Geezt faction. Save it by Ctrl+Shift+S. This is literally going to save every file in the left section. Assembly Explorer. Select OK. Loading. If I think is error, then it works. And let's try it. It works properly. It will spell Geezt faction instead of faction name. Yeah. Press enter. Let's test this. Oh yeah, see, the name changed to Geezt faction. Basically, the unit is the same. Yeah, it's the same, but the name of the faction is different. Now this is just the basic of the DnSpy modding. And oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that if you're going to make the mod, remember to rename your mod. For example, my unit mod template, just rename it to whatever else, for like test mod, since that's what my mod name is. Remember to rename it, and if you rename it while it is still open in DnSpy, remember to reopen it. Basically just remove it from the list and then reopening it in DnSpy. Why are we reopening? Because if you see in here, it's referencing to the new one instead of the old one, which is the unit mod template. Okay, I hope it all gets you. Now let's continue to advance the DnSpy. Okay, let's continue with the advanced modding. In the unit manager, I explained before, there's many sections including init, set all game objects into mod name. Well, first of all, let's start with actually properly creating a mod. Let's just change this Geezt faction into custom faction, and instead of unit name, let's just change this to custom. Yeah. So basically, this reference to Gtool to create unit's name, and you could see here unit blueprint, faction, and sprite. Custom weapons. Let's just make one for now instead of custom. Oh yeah, also if you want to comment these things out, just use umanager.com .comment. It's very useful in the future, just so you could differentiate things out. For example, instead of doing all of this, I could just just differentiate this between faction and adding in it. Okay, first let's start with creating a unit. Okay, let's change this, not custom unit, just change this to a Grenadier. Yeah, it's reference to faction. Yeah, compile. So let's start with set blueprint. Remember to copy the name of the unit you want to change. It's Grenadier, and change this unit name. We don't need the second one, it's just a subunit. it just change to 2000. Yeah, minimal. This is basically just variable you could change. Self-explanatory. Minimal size random, max size random, size basically size. Health, we're going to change that to 3000. And for the vocals, now this is important because as you can see, where do I get this thing like medieval attack vocals? Now this is where SLM Aqua got into use. You could see the library, go to sounds. Here you can see all the sounds you could use in the assets. So example, we're going to change this into okay, attack vocals. Just change this to archer. This also follows. It's basically just the sub this, but that. And for footstep, it's same since it's also a sound. Footsteps. Wait. Here we go. Just change this skeleton. Also, it's okay if you don't want to use this. For example, you don't have to use footsteps. You could use this. Let's just use this instead of footsteps, so you guys know. And for voice pitch, let's just change it to just a little bit lower. Holding with two hands through, like weapon is custom. This is, we are going to change weapon later, but just rename this to grenadier underscore weapon. Unit base, also change this, and let's change this to not custom base. Yeah, that makes sense. Custom clothing. Not yet. Let's just, yeah, let's remain that way. Customability to, yeah, and wage again, like every library, search it in sprites and sprites. Here it is. And just use giant fear. Cons giant fear. Compile. Oh. Okay, it's done. So basically, if we save this, and this is basically going to input a unit named Grenadier with size of fixated min and max 1, 1, and 1.116. Oh, wait. Yeah, just all of the size will be 1, no randomization, health 3000. For all of the voices, he will use the archer from medieval faction, but with custom pitch and holding with two hands. And like weapon is grenadier weapon, only like weapon since we're not using left weapon because he's holding with two hands. Unit base is custom base, custom clothing for clothes, and object to spawn as children. This is ability, and the sprite of the unit is icons giant fear, which is basically the giant fear ability. Now, if you guys wondering where can I find like help and stuff, just do this. Like just unit. So basically it's going to give you all of the changeable public variable, what you could change and what you could edit or modify. Now if you want to edit a private variable, for example, wait, compile first. What the hell? Okay, compile first, and then just click that with left click. Let's see what private. Oh, here we go. Range multiplier. Copy this. Close this one down. Open back UMT. Go back to set blueprint. You see, when a private variable, it won't work because it's private. It won't be referenced or anything. You could use the set float. Oh, set field. Sorry. And close this down. Insert it with quotation and change the variable to the value you wanted. Well, we're going to change it to 2. Okay, now that we change all the blueprint, let's change the weapon first. Okay, Grenadier weapon. Remember that it's still custom weapon melee. Let's just change this to Grenadier weapon and weapons. Let's just use MGL. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah. Also, if you want to make your custom items like this, Grenadier weapon, weapons MGL, it will become available in the UC. You could edit this. Just change the ID to something random and not copyable. For example, let's just use Google random number generator, yeah, and make just as long as it's possible. Generate this. This will be available in the UC, and anyone who use the mod can also use it. For example, Grenadier weapon, it will be available in the UC. But we're going to see that soon. And let's focus first on the Grenadier weapon. Insert weapon. And since it's not melee, let's just use the range one. Change this to Grenadier weapon. So you need to spawn, we don't need that. I think we don't need custom projectile, yeah. But wait, we're just going to use the edit method. I'm just going to take this code and delete it because we're not going to use custom projectile. I might as well delete this. Compile, set weapon. Yeah. So basically we're going to change the Grenadier weapon to spawn. Let's use custom projectiles. Go back to library, check projectiles. Usually bomb because Grenadier, yeah. So it will change its projectile to bomb or projectile underscore bomb. Range, internal cooldown. Let's just make him shoot a lot. Yeah. So lower cooldown. And I guess well, max range times 2. Yeah. Compile. Okay, once that done, what else we could change? Custom base, yeah, let's change that. Custom unit base. Custom set clothes. Now let's just change this to, wait, this clothing. Set units. Change the unit base here into custom base, and let's just turn off random widget body size and make the eyes pupil available, and materials, let's just change it to eyes. Yeah, glow eyes. Basically, this will change the eyes to this thing into glowing for the zero ID mesh renderer. Just name this to custom eye combine. Compile. Okay, what else we could change? Custom clothing, yeah. That's custom clothing. Well, for clothing, usually I use Unity to figure things out. This is where the asset paper and the asset paper GUI and Unity comes into play. Oh yeah, I'm also, as a matter of fact, going to explain asset paper and quick. Asset paper. So basically, you just open folder, go to the data folder, just select folder, all of it will be choose, yeah. Then after all it is in the asset paper, just export it. Export all files. Basically, it's going to make a folder which then you could open in Unity, and when you open this, it's going to be like this. Now let's just decide what codes. Hello and candle head, yeah, that makes sense. Some clothing, yeah. Custom clothes, set clothes. Custom clothing, yeah. Let's just wait for Unity to load in. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, just let's not use this in path. Let's just use this. So basically I use this Unity function just to debug selected library asset, for example, the Halloween candy hat. Let's see the component. As we can see, this cloth have that event component, and for the particle, it have, well, particle system like usual. And let's just change the particle. And wait, yeah, let's just change it to gray color. It's the same stuff. Change it to 5. Western black, yeah. Okay, cloth is changed. Let's see what others we could change. Custom ability. Custom ability. What is custom ability? Oh, Shogun dodge. Let's see in custom. Wait. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yes, head combat move, I forgot. Yeah. So basically here we going to change the ability. What is it again? Shogun dodge, yeah. Let's see the component. Let's just change the dodge move. Oh wait, no, conditional event, yeah, since it's already changed here. Just change this to 1.2, yeah. As for the conditional event, we could change it by move dot get component children conditional event dot is tunnable. No. Oh yeah, change it. Let's just change to one thing. Conditions. Cooldown, let's just change the cooldown to 0. So basically it's have 0 cooldown for dodging. Force multiplier 1.2, and for cooldown range is 0. Compile. Okay, this already set in, set blueprint. Let's see what else we could change. Custom base, we already changed that. Oh yeah, we didn't use effect and explosion. I guess you guys could figure it out on your own. Basically, like same with weapon and all of this. Oh yeah, basically I'm going to explain it. I'm just going to clear all of this. Basically all of this add object. This literally all is a game object. What is a game object? It's basically like an empty folder which you could add a component into. So basically all of this done. You could save this mod of yours by Ctrl+Shift+S like before. Select OK. Let's also change this. Remember to change this mod author and mod name. You could change it in CC_tor. Wait, that method. Yeah. Geezt. Insert your mod name. My mod will be custom medieval. Compile. Since we changed the Bapinax in loader and in main, It will also differentiate with other mods. And okay. As for the custom sprite, it's work like it's basically getting it from the resource. See, custom sprite for now it's just a picture of 12 SpongeBob. I'll teach you how to do a new one. In it, oh yeah, what is it? In it, I just changed this to custom.png. Compile. Okay, so basically in the also we're going to change this. This basically just deco, but just change this, make it a lot easier. Okay, in here create file resource, basically add any picture you want. For now I'm going to use I'm just going to use this. You could also rename it to be whatever the name you want. We're going to just use custom.png. You could even use without the PNG, but I'm prefer using it so you know it's a picture. Custom PNG, save. Okay, let's taste, and hopefully nothing goes bad. Just quit anything. Save. Sandbox default 2. Yeah, see here, custom faction. Instead of Geezt faction like before, it's custom faction with the newly picture. Grenadier. See, it works properly because the point is not 50, it's 3000. And as you can see, it worked kinda properly. Yeah. Let's see if it really shoots well. Oh yeah, it shoots well. Cool. Well, after this, let's continue to the next session, which is oh yeah, also I'm going to mention that this is why I'm prefer using manual installation format. For example, like this, you could see in BPNext in the log output instead of the command prompt, you could see what error, for example, like so basically like this does not have project component. This is basically just a warning, but don't worry, it works fine. But you will see the whole log of the game, so when your mod doesn't work, you could see what make it doesn't work. Okay, let's continue to the next lesson. After you're done with your mod, for example, I name this just cool mod. Take that name, I'll remember it if you want. Make sure that you make a folder for your mod. For example, it was cool mod with the version 1.0.1. This line is also important, the middle line. Make sure you already have it so you don't need to make it twice. Make the cool mod. For now it's empty. What you can do is to open file, open folder, and open the folder you just created. Yeah, select folder, For now, we're just going to leave this open. We're going to grab the mod you create. For example, we go to plugins folder and grab the mod, the assembly. Cool mod, Thunderstore upload, cool mod, and then get here. And then you need to have a manifest and a readme. For now, I'm just going to copy them for my expansionary. Cool mod, cool mod. And when I open, see that it have the icon, which needs to have this specific size, which is 256 and 2 by 256, and make sure it's below 1 megabyte as well. As for manifest and readme, you can open it. Now we're just going to make it simple. For example, if you guys want to see what going to be later, we're going to see it. But for now, in here, you name it to your mod name. For example, cool mod, the version number, and this is the description of your mod. For example, this is what the description is, at least in the manifest.json. For example, for now, I'm just going to do a cool thing mod, and dependencies dependent of the mod. Well, this mod is just dependent on the BPNX, so just use that. And wait, might as well we check on the latest BPNX file. Yeah, here you can grab this and then see if you depend on another mod, just copy paste it here, save that, and with me, let's just test it. For example, I'm just going to rename this cool mod and rename this to a very cool mod. Now, if you want to preview it, I recommend just using the Thunderstore already made previewer. For example, the Markdown previewer. This will be the description of your mod, like the UMT, but instead of in the title, it's the long description. As for manifest, you can see in the manifest validator, and here. For now, there's no theme to see it, but you'll figure it out later. For now, since already done, cool mod 1.0. Oh yeah, close this again. Yeah, cool mod 00. Remember to take that name, copy it, and select all, and send to, make it a zip folder. Rename it to the mod you want to, the name of the mod, and basically just exact name of the folder. And when this is done, you need to log in first and go to upload. On the uploading, you go to theme. For now, if you don't have a theme, or at least one, you can create a new theme with whatever name you want. Create theme, it basically make a new theme for you. But now I have Geezt, Play Record Battle Simulator, yeah, and this is the categories of the mod. For now, it's smart. If not safe for work, well, we're not using, there's no not safe for work content, so no. And go grab the zip folder you make, and If all of this is done, submit the mod. For now, I'm not going to submit because this is just an example, but basically that's how you do upload a mod to the Thunderstore so that it might appear in the Thunderstore and other people can use it. Okay, that's all for uploading mod. Let's continue to this next session. Okay, basically this concludes my tutorial for the tabs unit modding, and as always you can get help from the tabs modding community from Discord server called Tabs Mod Center. I hope for all the modders out there to have a fun day and good day. And as a note for my follower, I think I'm going to stop modding for a while, not for forever, but for a long time due to some real business. Again, I want to thank you all for being with me all this time. I'll see you next time. Cheers.